dude. Oh. Oh. Oh, my fucking back, dude. Hey everyone, Justin Reale here. Just finished up my first gravel race and dove in head first with a 350-mile 5-day stage race up in Oregon at the Oregon Gravel Grinder. Did it with one of my best friends, Tom DeBruyn, last year's Kona Amateur Champ. Tom says he's more nervous for this race than Kona.
Oh, let's go.
On Saturday, and a couple other friends, and it was an incredible experience. And as a triathlete, I've always wondered what the gravel scene was all about. So I took a bunch of random footage throughout the week. I'm no videographer, didn't have my boy Kyle with me or anything, and spliced it together to try to tell the story. And then at the end of the video, I'll answer some questions that everyone asked me on Instagram, just sharing a little bit more about what it takes to be good at gravel. Enjoy. All right, all checked in for the Oregon Gravel Grinder. Race starts tomorrow. I definitely have the weakest mustache of anybody who is checking in right now. What pace are you swimming, Tom?
I haven't done that race since it was 140 all out.
This is how you warm up for a gravel race right here, folks. All right, day one.
Woo! We made it.
Except a little casualty. Got a little bendy handlebar. Is it wiggling? Oh. Oh, that was freaking hard. But super fun, beautiful views. Made it out alive despite a lot of near crashes.
70 miles.
70 miles, top 10 finish. Yeah. 4.5 hours. Time for beer. All right, Andrea, day one, how was your first day?
It was awful in the sandbox, but once I got through there, then it was absolutely beautiful.
How long did you have to walk through the sand?
Oh my God, I don't even want to tell the camera how long I was walking for. I was walking for at least 45 minutes to an hour.
Painful.
Agreed.
All right, tell me boy, day two, what's the plan?
Attack early. And we got secret weapon. I'll show you. We got strawberry kiwi because we're gonna attack some kiwis.
New Zealanders are in first. We are 18 minutes back. We have absolutely no chance of making the podium, but yeah, day two, 60 miles, 6,000 feet of climbing. We got a 3,000 foot climb the first 15 miles of the day. Legs feel good. Slept like a baby, except I woke Tom up with snoring.
Snoring piggy. No. It was not that bad. It was someone else. Snoring so bad.
Okay, we're currently on day two, pushing 320 watts, catching the group in front of us. This dude is wheeling the whole fucking time. And dropping us. And I'm going 350 watts. Fucked up. You! Day two complete.
That was awesome.
Took it easy today?
Oh, yeah, really easy. Just a few stories.
All right, Tom, how was it today?
Epic and tiring. Piggy almost got me.
What are you excited for tomorrow?
Attack.
Who's gonna win? Me or you?
I'm gonna win.
Favorite race memory so far? Night two.
A guy doing a wheelie at 325 watts and passing us up the hill. How was today?
Ooh, it was hard. I attacked Tom a lot. We had a little group of 4 and came out alive.
What's the plan for tomorrow?
Ooh. Time trial, uphill, then downhill. Top 20 guys are all starting together. I'm going to attack and stay with the front group as long as possible.
Who's gonna win between me and you?
Me.
I just said
I think it's gonna be Tom. I think I got a shot, but Tom's got 20 pounds on me.
And what's the favorite race memory so far?
The food.
Oh,
The food is so good.
that's true.
Bacon and eggs every morning, coffee, espresso, beer on tap, pulled pork sliders, dessert. I'm putting on weight.
Biggie's getting fat. Justin, what are we doing today?
Rolling out top 20. Going for the overall stage win. No, just kidding.
Oh, boys, you need to protect. You need to protect 36.
Yeah,
That's what you're
protect
gonna do today.
GC. So yeah, we'll see.
What's the ride like today?
And he's passed.
2 time trial segments. First one is an hour uphill. Gonna be probably all out the whole time. We start with the top 20, so Tom thinks we're gonna slow roll it, but we're gonna stay in the group for at least 20 minutes at 400 watts and then probably blow up into a million pieces.
And then we move today. And now you're
All right, day 4, 6 a.m. Slept like complete shit. The plan is Tom and I are in 7th and 8th place, and we are gonna go out with the front group, hang on as long as possible, and hope that the other guys in 5th and 6th crack before we do, and then we'll hang on for life and we'll never see them again. Very risky, but exciting.
Today's mantra is, if we're hurting, they're hurting more. If we're breaking, they're blown up already.
Oh. Well, we gambled. Not sure it paid off.
We'll see.
Oh, I'm hurting. Oh, we've been hurting for 2 hours. Only 50 miles left.
Deep in the Cascade Mountains. There are some dark spots there, man.
Hurting. Hour 6. This feels like about 20 of a marathon and an Ironman. Where you just fucking have nothing left. And you just have to keep going.
Hurting in a playground, but hurting.
So beautiful.
Look around.
So painful.
It's just a playground. And see, insane. Unbelievable.
This is the hardest day I've ever had on a bike.
Yeah.
Number 1.
And the most fun I've ever had on a bike.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, my fucking back, dude. My back started hurting at literally mile 8. And then it hurt for 85 more miles. That's one of the hardest things I've ever done. All right, Oregon Gravel Grinder, day 4. Probably the toughest day I've ever had on a bike. Honestly, it was brutal. 95 miles with 10,000 feet of climbing, all on dirt. Went deep, went through some dark places, but Tom was there to pick me up. At mile 35 on the second climb, I just said, "Just leave me, Tom." And he just started screaming at me, "You idiot, I'm not leaving you. Get your shit together. We got all day together." Oh. Dude, I literally cracked on the fucking mile 33. And then I was
You
like,
should
go.
Go
with that.
go. Fuck you. Fuck you. You stay with me. Get that out of your head.
Oh,
Oh,
that was my lowest point of the day. It was mile 33 of 90.
Keep eating.
Fucking 90. I must have just fallen behind on calories. Because I started feeling good after I did 10 scoops of goo in my Camelback. And yeah, battled, finished top 10. Just honestly super stoked to be here. Absolutely beautiful night in Oregon. Probably the best event I've ever been a part of in terms of just how well organized it is, and having beers every night and massages and the results and just all this stuff is all set up for you. And definitely want to support this organization again. Breakaway Oregon Gravel Grinder Series, pretty amazing. So one more day tomorrow, 83 miles with 7,000 feet of climbing through Mount Bachelor back to Bend. Kind of wish it was a rest day, but we're gonna make the most of it. We have a 30-minute lead on 11th place, so we're just gonna kind of cruise because we are so smashed, and I do actually want to get back to training next week, so yeah. All right, thanks for checking out the video. I did a little AMA on Instagram and got a few questions, so I figured I would jump in and share a bit more. So the first question is, did you ever have a mechanical during the race or a flat tire? It's funny enough, on the last stage of the final day with about 3 Ks to go, I was attacking up the final climb, passed a couple guys and got into the final group that was going for the 3rd place podium finish, and my chain dropped, lost the 2 of those guys, popped the chain back on, start hammering to try to get to the finish line, and then I flatted, blew out the tire, and like an idiot, I did not have sealant in my tire. So complete triathlon rookie mistake to not have sealant in your tire in a gravel race. And then I ended up riding all the way on the rim because I have aluminum rims, all the way to the finish line in 6th place. So that was a learning lesson, you could say. But yeah, mechanicals and flats are part of the race for sure. Be prepared like I was not. What did you snack on? Mostly goop. I did 100 grams of carbs per hour. I was racing, you know, not snacking. So just, you know, normal Ironman-like nutrition, goos, gels, Stroop waffles, things like that. Next question, how did the food breaks go? How were your supplies transported, and what was the process? So Oregon Gravel Grinder is put on by Breakaway Productions. It's one of the best organized events I've ever been a part of. It's 5 days, 5 nights, and you essentially just drop off a big bin of all your stuff in the morning, and then they break down your tent, they transport everything to the next site, and all you have to do is get on your bike at 9 a.m., race for 4 or 5 hours or 6 on the long day, and arrive, and your tent's already set up in the new location. There's beer on tap, there's food, you know, s'mores, full cocktail bar, espresso and breakfast in the morning, and coffee. It's incredible. So yeah, you basically just show up with one of the other questions is, what do you need to bring? You just show up with a sleeping bag, a sleeping pad, your bike, 5 kits, and some flip-flops, and you're pretty much set from there. A helmet, don't forget a helmet, you need one. How has this helped you during your recovery for hip and getting back to 70.3 training? I would say above all, it's helped me mentally. It's just been incredibly exciting to get back to a race and hammer and go deep. I haven't done that since Oceanside, and it wasn't a fun experience, and this certainly was. So I don't think it helped or hindered my hip recovery necessarily. I didn't feel it, and I'll take that as a good sign. And it's got me pretty fired up to now start to think about ramping up the running a little bit through July and August, and think about some fall 70.3s from September to December. Not going to announce anything yet, but pretty excited about the prospect of getting back into the pro tri 70.3 scene. Thoughts on an off-road triathlon? Horrible idea. Tom and I were enough of a liability out there just with our handling skills, and we're pretty good on a bike. Like, I grew up mountain biking, and I know how to handle a road bike. We did 70.3 Nice. Like, putting a bunch of triathletes that train on Zwift and aero bars into a gravel triathlon where they're really racing is just a bad idea. Like, I would not want to be in that race. I think a lot of gravel riders, including myself, gravel riders, think that it's easy, and the risk of going down, it's a nice segue to the next question, which is, can you talk about descending? Seems scary on dirt. Yeah, it's freaking terrifying, especially when you're in a race with guys who are ex-pro mountain bikers and just absolutely shredding down the hills. We got dropped like we were standing still on the first day by this pro female, Evelyn Dong, who ended up winning the whole race. She literally passed us going 3 times faster than we were going down this technical, windy, single track section. And yeah, you just need to practice, and it's a really interesting combination of technical skill mixed with power and, you know, pure fitness. The next question is, broad strokes, is it more mountain bike going faster or roadie in nature? It's totally both. You got to be able to push the power on the sections that are hard, you know, quote unquote champagne gravel, where there are big fire roads and they essentially run like the road. But then you got to be able to descend on the single tracks, which I could not, and then we got dropped on all the descents basically against the top guys. Looking to get a road or gravel bike, would you recommend Di2? This is just a budget question. Now, I have like a $3,000 carbon Canyon with aluminum brakes and mechanical shifting. So nothing crazy high end, but solid bike. And I got it for training, didn't think I wanted something super expensive. And now that I've done the race and sort of the highest level of the, you know, gravel scene, yeah, you probably need a pair of carbon wheels, and you know, electronic shifting's always nice. I did drop my chain twice, and I also did ding my aluminum wheel, and if it had been carbon, it might have cracked. So there's pros and cons of both. Really a budget question at the end of the day. Okay, next question. Nutrition. Were you wearing a Camelback the whole time, and are there aid stations in gravel? This is an excellent question that I knew nothing about going into this race. So everybody had this specific pack on that had this like strap, I forget the brand, USWE or something. It's on the feed. You can buy it. I almost did today, and then I realized, wait, I don't actually have another gravel race coming up. I wore an ultra running pack that was like sagging down the low back instead of being up on my upper back like everyone else, and that kind of led to some back pain, and it wasn't very tight. So rookie move, like in hindsight, I would have bought a gravel racing pack that's more aero and fits better. It doesn't give you back pain. But we also, Tom and I were way overkill on overfilling our Camelbacks, and the top guys actually didn't even run hydration packs. They just had two big bottles on their frame, and then they used every aid station. So yes, there are aid stations, they're fully stocked, but you have to do all the stuff yourself. Like, so if you want to refill, you know, 10 scoops of goo into your Camelback, which was the plan we made, which is the worst plan ever. It cost us like 2.5 minutes because we had to get off our bike, take our packs off, take the Camelback out of the pack, screw open the thing, wait for the water to fill up 2 liters, then scoop 1 scoop at a time. It was horrible. I mean, we were well hydrated, I suppose, but I ended up peeing myself like 5 times on the gravel bike, which apparently is also not a thing. Like, triathletes just pee themselves. I'm used to that. I did it, and everyone was like, WTF is that guy doing? And Tom had to explain to them, like, oh, he's a triathlete. They're like, yeah, we don't do that. So that was pretty funny. Cool. Thanks for tuning in, asking me your questions. Hopefully it's helpful, and, you know, hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know when I'll be doing my next gravel race, but definitely interested in being back next year. And but now focus is going to shift towards 70.3 again. Peace.